GRYSKLL.
Good evening, good evening. What's up? Peace.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, I almost wore my bonnet in honor of you.
Listen, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I just had to muster up strength to sit up. I was really just gonna be in my fucking bed, but then I was like, let me at least be semi-professional. Even though I'm wearing a fucking cheetah robe. I'm in my basement and it's fucking freezing. I got a space heater next to me, so I might look like I can't move, but it's because if I do, I'm not gonna get the heat. So I'm just gonna give you all the prerequisites. Oh, look at you.
Space heater on my ass too, man. Woke up from a nap, got a headache like a motherfucker. I'm definitely I'm on page with you.
All right, let me see.
Yeah, take your time to get settled though. We real informal, so don't feel like you gotta be anything. If you decide you want to lay out, you cool.
No, I appreciate it, but I also, I respect your brand, so I do want to, I ain't trying to show my ass already. It's my first Zoom with y'all. So the next time, I'm definitely gonna be in my fucking bed.
There you go. That sounds better. But not
on it, and
I'll be honest, man. It's like I really don't care about brand shit, none of that shit. To be honest, I care about the people getting together and just us having fun. Really, that's what it all started as, and that's the essence of what this shit is. To be honest, man.
That's good to know. We're on the same page, but I'm a little too truthful, so sometimes I know I could rub people the wrong way, so I just try to be a little considerate, just in case they're a little professional. But I'm the type of motherfucker. I've worked corporate jobs and not give a fuck. Meaning, like I'm myself. So.
I feel I ain't been back to corporate because I showed my ass, and I showed my ass the whole 11 years I was there, and it got worse over time. So I feel.
Listen, I used to keep a pair of slippers under my desk and I'd be walking around the fucking office in slippers. And it was really because over time, I was like, look, y'all, as long as I come here and I do what I need to do, and I'll say this, everything starts at the top with a company, right? So if the CEO, the boss, the manager, whoever the fuck is in charge, if they don't do their due diligence and they, and instill like proper protocols within a company, you can't expect anybody else to follow suit, especially if they're smart. If I know you just playing me for, I'm a part of a machine as far as you're concerned. I could die today and you ain't even gonna send my mother a fucking condolence card. You know what I mean? So
yep.
Once I see that, and I'm
my whole ass from then on out. Yeah, you get the entire.
I come in. You know what it is though? I'm gonna be real with you. I've always been a type of person. I'm such an amazing worker when I work for other people. Like even back when I used to work retail, but when I was in college, I was very, I come in on time. I do what needs to be done. But I also. Like I pay attention. So if I come to upper management and, and I express certain things, if y'all just like, don't pay me any mind because I'm, a lot of times in these jobs, it's like, it's your position. So if you don't have a position of power, they don't want to hear what you're saying. Mind you, the whole time, I'm probably a better leader than everybody there, but you don't want to hear what I have to say. So why would I respect your time if you don't respect me? So now I'm gonna work this job and I'm gonna milk the time. I'm gonna get paid and I'm gonna enjoy myself while I'm fucking here. How about that?
Yo, I think we've been good cube mates, office mates for real. Good.
Listen, let me. I don't know. I'm gonna show you something really quickly. Let me see if I don't even know how the video on if you could see me clearly, but I'm gonna share something that I had. And my company, they were like they downsized after COVID, so I haven't worked there in a couple of years. But I'm gonna show you some shit I used to keep right on my cubicle. I'm gonna show you how fucking real I am. This might be a little too real. But...
She, what up, G? Peace.
Peace. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We talking about the office right now, and she's about to drop something on me.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if you could. You probably can't because the light. I don't know how my camera is looking.
Yeah, I see that.
On Instagram, but basically, this was right in my cubicle. My to-do list. Number 1, maintain being hot. Number 2. Don't be rude to dumb clients. Number 3, change my name to AIDA so men will actually listen to me. Number 4, change handwriting to appear more masculine. Number 5, remember the ABC Islands. I'm 30-something years old, and this is the type of shit I used to have in my fucking cubicle. I used to have a picture of an alligator next to me. I had don't ask me why somebody gave me a stuffed penis. I used to keep this shit on my desk. Like I used to have my fucking weed roll and be right there next to my fucking pen.
Oh, that's love.
But you know what? I'm gonna be real with you though. No, I brought in a lot of money for that company. But I ain't see a fucking dime from that. So you already know how that goes.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm making y'all all this money. You can't even give me a fucking raise. I'm good. And I live in New York, which means the cost of living here is insane. But
and climbing.
It's part of the system, right? That's how it goes.
Yeah, shit. I know when I was up there, kind of like your sign, I had a sign right up above my monitor in front of me that just said Stufu, STFU, but shut the fuck up, because I used to get into so much shit on conference calls.
I remember one time I took all the plants around the office and I put it into the accounting office to make a jungle. Because there was this one, I used to crazy shit. Man, I think I have some footage on my phone of all the shit I used to do. I used to do a lot of pranks though. But the one thing I'm gonna say that the CEO, he was old school, so he ain't mind shit like that. Cause he actually, we used to joke. I said the same reason he likes me is the same reason he respects me is the same reason he ain't like me.
Yeah.
I used to see it for what it was, but he respected it because I never like kept my mouth shut on the bullshit. And I also knew that, like I said, it was one of those offices, like if you see it at the top, if the management is not doing what they're supposed to do, you can't expect, especially smart people. If I'm smarter than you, well, I'm following you.
Yep.
That makes sense. That's fucking, but I'm
telling
like,
you.
the prank and shit, that's how you keep, you know what I mean? Listen, you got to maintain your life, regardless of where you are at the end of the day. That's really how I see it. As long as you're doing your work and you're respectful, you showing up and you do what you got to do, that's it. Yeah,
that's how you keep your sanity for sure, man. Like at that same gig, I refused every time they talked to me about taking a management position. I'm like, no, I see how they treat y'all, and I'm black. No, I'm not. And I got a mouth. I don't know how to shut up, so it's not gonna work. No, I'm not doing that. So yeah, I feel
they fuck around, probably tell you cut your locks off too when you on that kind of position. Huh?
Oh, I had a woman trying to tell me that when I first got into corporate. That's why I kept them all these years. She's like, "You'll never make it anywhere being black with locks. You better hurry and cut those if you want to make it somewhere." I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm definitely keeping these." Someone told me that back in the '90s. I kept my hair the whole time. I ain't cut my hair since the '90s. I had braids back then. Actually, it was braids back then. I kept my braids in and kept doing my thing. I was like, yo, if I don't do this, and how these brothers out here who don't have corporate jobs, how they gonna see, that there's still a chance for them to do what they do? It's got to be intelligent. I got to know how to do my job well, so that they can't pull that bullshit on me. That's the key. That's the key. That's another reason, not to cut you off, but that's really how I look at it. As long as, that's why I said, like, I used to make them the most money. I always showed up. I did what the fuck I needed to do, but because I always made sure I did what I had to do, because people ain't like me, because I used to call people out on their shit. So when you calling people out, they trying to find any little thing to get you fired, to get you sent to HR or this or that. Oh yeah. Man, they couldn't do none of that shit. The only thing they could say was, she has an attitude. And then when anybody asked me what transpired, I'd be like, Y and Z. They're like, okay, I understand a lot. You know what I mean? Anybody would have, and I wouldn't even have an attitude. My shit would just be like, yo, you really coming to me with this? Like, what does this have to do with what we doing? We here, and we supposed to be working together, fine. But you bringing personal shit, why? Because you can't control me? I'm good. Like, save that shit for somebody else. And they used to hate that shit. Yo, I bet we got stories all day. What up, D? What's going on?
What's going on? All right, how y'all doing? Peace. What's going on, AIDA? How you doing, AIDA? She, Demon?
What up?
Miguel?
Yo, pronounce it. Is AIDA? That's how I'm supposed to say it?
Yeah, AIDA, like the opera.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's dope. Where's that from?
It's actually the opera was an Italian guy, but the story is about it. It's basically like the Egyptian version of Romeo and Juliet, essentially. So that's the same concept, forbidden love and shit. But AIDA essentially she was a slave. They caught her, they held her captive and shit, and then the prince ended up falling in love with her. But she was like, she wasn't part of their tribe and shit. And then they ended up, I'm gonna be real with you. I can't remember in the end if they killed themselves or if the army might have killed them. Now I'm gonna be 1,000% real with you. I don't even remember how it ended. I haven't like maybe like 20 years. So.
Wow.
Was there a play about AIDA?
Yeah, it was an opera.
Opera. That's right. Opera. That's right. Okay. Wow, that's pretty deep.
Is that a chosen name or a given name?
Good question.
Given name. My mom, she and it's crazy. She didn't even name me after the opera, the old bitch. She when she was young, I think she had she took a vacation or something, or some kind of trip to Mexico, and she met a girl there named AIDA. I think she just loved the name, so she named me AIDA. So I was like,
deep, bro.
And when she be telling people, you was after the opera, I was like, don't tell nobody you named me after the opera, bro. You named me after somebody you met. I don't be on no goofy shit.